coming to y'all with a season-ending review. Review on the Packers and Lions game. Wow. Detroit Lions go and shut out the Packers since the first time since the 1950s. And for their fourth consecutive win against the Packers for the first time since the 1980s. So, significant win on a meaningless game. Meaningless game. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was fun to watch. It definitely was fun to watch, man. To see them give, Aaron Rodgers a concussion, take him out the game. I pray no ill will on guys. I honestly think that Aaron Rodgers would be just fine. He really didn't look like it was any type of severe situation walking to the locker room to me. So who knows what was behind that ploy. So Matthew Stafford was crisp, sharp today. A lot of good things, a lot of bad things today. First of all, let's get the draft pick situation out of the way. As far as the draft pick goes, for football heads like me and other guys, listen, the Lions needed to lose this game in order to secure that draft pick, that early draft pick. Now that looking at the guys that won today, the teams that won today, I'm okay with the Lions winning this game. Listen, it's the Packers, man. Anytime you can embarrass the Packers and have their own fans booing them, as a Lions fan, that is golden. That is definitely golden. You can't pass them opportunities. I kind of wish Aaron Rodgers played the whole game. I honestly think that defense wasn't going to give up too much of anything anyway. The Packers are a bad team. As I said it in the beginning of the season, the Packers are not going to be good, and they were not good this year. Old. They got some young guys, but they're old. They just don't have enough talent. Defenses, to me, is just atrocious. So, listen. This game is not an effort for Jim Bob Cooter to save his job. He emptied out his playbook. Bob Cooter, I believe, if it was week 3, he would not been calling the plays that he called today. Actually, it made him look worse. It makes it look like, what have you been calling all year? So it actually makes him look worse today. Matt Prater with the touchdown, man, that was a beauty. That definitely was a beauty, man. And the TV announcer, McAfee, he just made it even better, man. What a call on that play, man. But we seen this last year at the end of the season, where Jim Bob Cooter he calls plays that just wow people. The Lions ran the most slants I've ever seen them run up under Jim Bob Cooter. Slant plays here and there, man. Throwing the ball down the field. They did that today. What we've been asking for as fans all year. Zach Zenner, big day today. I definitely miss my guy, Kerryon Johnson, fresh New Jersey, man. Wife purchased for me, man. I know some of y'all seen the pictures on Twitter and Facebook, Instagram. Definitely feels good. Be putting it back in the plastic after the day, probably until next season. So, but Zach Zenner, he definitely had a heck of a day today. Hard-nosed runner, flat out. And he's always been that. LeGarrette Blount was atrocious today. He had probably like 1 5-yard run today. So that was at the very end of the game. So, yeah, that's that. Andy Jones was pretty decent today. Had some drops on some big plays. But he was pretty nice today. But Powell, definitely was happy to see Powell. Since preseason, we've been asking for the Lions to play Powell, man. They finally did today. Like I said, the Lions were the most Lions team today. You know what I'm saying? You say, hey, man, let's go lose this game. But, they go out and shut out the Packers. So, And the way and the fashion that they did it was even more Lions, because you got guys out there that people been asking for to see play, and they went out there and played. Guys that have been doing terrible this year, they played pretty well. Even though Adams didn't play, Cobb played. So, it is what it is. Big play Slay out there making big plays. Quandre Diggs stopping Graham in his tracks. Jared Davis speedy out there, man. Lions would not give up no running yards for nothing. It was fun. It was fun to watch. I'm not gonna lie, man. Paul Pasqualoni has not been given the credit that he deserves from me personally. Over the last several games, this defense has been feisty, and they've been fighting, and they've been pretty solid. And I'm gonna give Paul Pasqualoni, I'm gonna give him his due, man, to say great job as a coordinator. With this defense, even though we have the holes that we have, he's been doing a pretty good job with the roster available, man. So they brought that pressure today. They definitely brought that. But yeah, over the last 4 to 5 games, the defense has been looking pretty good, man, with limited talent. So as far as Jim Bob Cooter, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Tomorrow is Black Monday. Y'all already know what it is. For example, I was talking to a few of my coworkers, man, and they were saying, it's more about, the guys on the field, the coordinator. It's not about the coordinator. Listen, this is an example for you. The Vikings were not playing well on offense, right? When they fired their coordinator and brought in another coordinator, what happened? You know what I'm saying? You have to look at them type of situations, man. When your coordinator, he's exactly what his title is. He's the coordinator. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see how, people obviously are blind to the fact of what was the issues on the Lions offense this year. Toilolo, when they throw Toilolo the ball, he catches it, man. He catches the ball when you throw it to him. But all year we have not thrown to tight ends. We thrown to tight ends once or twice a game. We haven't ran slant patterns like we seen today. It's been screen. Same thing, man. Screen run. Bad running plays. You know what I'm saying? Nothing creative, just run, no yardage. You know what I'm saying? Only time we got creative is when Lang was healthy and we had Kerryon Johnson. And most of that was Kerryon Johnson being patient and knowing how to find holes and find ways to get yardage. So yeah, Jim Bob Cooter is terrible. He's a very irresponsible coordinator. I'll say that. But yeah, like I said, a lot of men going on in the media about Matt Patricia, and some actual delusional fans out there actually think that the Lions should get rid of Patricia. And like I said, man, you get your ups and downs with this fan base. You got the crazy ones. You got the cerebral guys out there, the guys that actually think about what they say. Then you got the people who just hate people just to hate them. I had a subscriber I went back and forth with my last video about Matthew Stafford. And he's entitled to his opinion, so am I. But I just made it known I can care less what your opinion is about this certain player. I'm going to think what I'm going to think. You watching my YouTube channel. I'm not watching you. You watching me. So if you don't like what I say about the player, don't come after me. Simple as that, man. Like I said, I'm not trading Matthew Stafford. You just don't understand that quarterbacks come a dime a dozen in this league. I'll keep telling people that. No, you pay the man, he's here. Simple as that. Now go out and put a roster on that team that is complementary to Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford had, Calvin Johnson, Golden Tate with no running game. You see what I'm saying? It's always been incompletion with the Lions. You have a receiver, you have a running back. Let's go ahead and finish shoring up this offensive line on the right side. Then you will get that out of me. You see what I'm saying? It's always been some type of incompletion with the Lions, man. And I just want to see them get it right on all cylinders on the offense. Get solid all the way around. Don't give me a big-time receiver like Calvin Johnson and then give me a running game that can't even get 100 yards. You know what I'm saying? Successful quarterbacks in this league have 100-yard running backs, man. Flat out. I don't care how mad you get. I don't care what you say about it. I need completion. You see what I'm saying? So I want to see the Lions complete on offense on all facets. You know what I'm saying? Not just the receiving game. So, you know, we'll definitely see the Lions have plenty of money to spend, and we can go into the draft and get a solid player. We definitely can, man. Looking at the teams ahead of the Lions, it's two teams that need a quarterback. That's going to take a quarterback. But everybody's not just going to go defense and snatch all the defensive guys. It is a lot of absolute studs coming out in this draft class. And I guarantee you the Lions will have an opportunity to pick up a straight defensive stud out there, man. Chances of somebody falling into us are actually higher because of the way that it went today. So, listen, you have to look at the personnel on some of these rosters and try to figure out what they could go for in the draft. Try to find stories out there about what they may be looking at. Stuff like that, man. Do your research. But, you know, a lot of us, you know, would have liked to see the Lions lose this game today. But when you got this type of opportunity against the Packers, God damn it, you take it. You take it, man. You take it. So I'm absolutely fine with it, man. You know, I'll take that any day. You know, to see the Packers get embarrassed like that, that's beautiful. That is, if you know that fan base, if you go back and forth with them fans, listen, today was beauty. It was beauty, man. So, you know, with that being said, man, that pretty much cover all about today. Now, off season. First, we have to see what happens with the staff, obviously. I trust Bob Quinn in the draft, obviously. I talked about that last video with some of the guys that he's brung in here. Free agency, you know, after, you know, Akawara and, you know, Christian Jones and Eli Harold and Snacks. And, you know, he brung a lot of guys that contribute to this defense, man, through free agency. So, like I said, I still absolutely trust Bob Quinn's decisions. He's not going to hit a home run straight on every single guy. But the majority are just overwhelming to me, especially in the draft. He went out in the 4th, 5th round, the late rounds, man, and got absolute studs, man. So I'm definitely waiting to see. I got my popcorn ready to see what this offseason can bring. And hopefully when we come back and talk at the beginning of the season next year, oh yeah, hopefully we all drooling at the mouth about the rest of the roster that we got. So we'll see what happens with that situation, man. It's a long, long off season. It's going to suck, man. Oh, it's going to suck. Don't really have interest in watching these teams in the playoffs, man. Who knows going to win a Super Bowl this year? Probably be the Saints. You know, Drew Brees probably get his final dance and they give him his Super Bowl on the way out. Y'all already know how it go. So, we'll see what happens, man. We'll definitely see what happens. That being said, that's all I got for y'all, man. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. But once again, man, I'll take this victory. And we still have a solid chance to get a solid player in the draft in the first round, man. So, with that being said, I'll catch up with you guys later, man. Have a blessed day.